What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Anthony Edwards. I've spoken about him before. I actually made a video in regards to him challenging the paternity of the child that he has with a woman by the name of Ayesha Howard. Ayesha Howard is a very interesting woman. She has a child by another famous person by the name of Lil Baby. She has a child with him, fought him for years, I believe, over the paternity or child support situation. And now she's in the same boat in regards to Anthony Edwards. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I have the same energy for her that I have with Drea Michelle. Drea Michelle is another 30-something-year-old woman who's close to 40, who had a child with a guy who's 22 years old. Ayesha is 38. She's 38 years old now. She's keeping herself up, but still, why is a 38-year-old woman having unprotected relations with a 20-something-year-old? And I do want people to understand that I do hold Anthony Edwards responsible for this mess that he got himself into. He got himself in this mess. But he's also a young man who, let's be real, is not used to getting certain type of girls until he got into the NBA. I'm just being honest. A lot of these guys, maybe they've seen these women on social media. I know Anthony Edwards was at Georgia, then he got drafted into the NBA. And when you got these 30-something-year-old cougars trying to get at them, a lot of these guys don't really know how to handle that. Anthony Edwards seems to be that because he's got numerous women pregnant in his young life. Now, he's not going to be in the NBA forever. And the child support adds up because I don't think he's done. Him and Tyreek Hill are in a race to see who can have the most children, either by the age of 30 or after the age of 30. It's unbelievable that these guys are out here just having unprotected relations with these females. And just because you think she looked good doesn't mean that you need to be running up in her raw. I don't care what she said, because a lot of times these females will lie to these dudes and tell them that they either on birth control or they can't have any more children. And these dudes believe that. I'm not saying that is what Ayesha's doing, but women have been known to do whatever it takes in order to get a baby by a famous professional athlete. And now Ayesha is dropping alleged text messages which showed that Anthony Edwards did not want to have a child with her. He wanted her to get an abortion. And there are women who are shocked by this, which is very interesting to me, because you heifers who are upset at Anthony Edwards, y'all support abortion. Y'all vote to support abortion. And so it's okay to be accepting of abortion when you want abortion. But when a man says, I don't think we should have a child together, now y'all are angry and outraged. Why? Y'all support it. So I guess when a man, it's only abortion is only good if a man doesn't want it, right? But abortion is bad when a man does want it. So let's get into this ridiculousness. Anthony Edwards' ex Ayesha, man, that wasn't his ex, but he was just having a relationship with her. But anyway, spoke out after alleged texts sent by the NBA star urging her to get an abortion were exposed. In Touch can report again. Yo, this is all over the blogs, and there are heifers who are upset, which is interesting to me because y'all support abortion. Y'all support it. So why are y'all upset when he says that maybe she should get an abortion? Why are y'all upset with him? Y'all support abortion. That's the hypocrisy with you heifers. On Tuesday, February 13th, 2 days after In Touch broke the story of the alleged text, Ayesha, who's 37, took to Instagram to address the situation. She wrote, "You have all become so numb, ungrateful, and disrespectful of the ability to reproduce and give life that abortion has become desensitized." So now she's anti-abortion. Y'all see how they no longer support abortion when it comes to them? This is that hypocrisy that I've told y'all about. She continued, "You are so accustomed to seeing, hearing, and being raised by women who have been the village after abandonment that society has normalized cowardly behavior. Now the blame is placed on the woman on innocent babies while the man is continuously protected." I don't know about that, because these guys like him get targeted a lot by women who want them to be the fathers of their children. You chose to have relations with a 20-something-year-old. That was a choice, Ayesha. You made a choice. Don't sit here and play the victim. You're not a victim. You're a 37-year-old woman. You already have a child by somebody else who's famous. Your worldview is a hell of a lot different than other single mothers' worldview. So we're not going to play into your victimhood. She said, let me fix that. She added, "It's not your fault, sis. It's your body, your choice, and your voice still matters. Although you may have seen your mothers, aunts, and grandmothers handle their own, they were never supposed to, and neither are you." This is the full context of the post. She's trying to tell y'all that hell no, she's not getting no abortion, because she wants that child, because that child is a meal ticket. That child is going to feed her and take care of her and have her living a certain lifestyle for the next 18 years. So of course she's not going to abort it. But if that baby was by some regular guy, she's having that abortion. This high horse that she's sitting on, I don't believe it. You know why? Because you already have a child by a famous rapper. You're a 37-year-old woman who's having relations with a guy in his early 20s. I can't believe in this sitting on a high horse, like, you have these morals. I don't think you have those morals, Ayesha, because why are you having unprotected relations? Because you know better. You had a child. Why would you want to have another child? Why didn't you, if you want to have a relationship with him so bad, why didn't you tell him to wear protection? It's because you wanted to have a baby by him. Let me read the rest of this. Let's see. "To the men who have lacked and continue to lack male representation, influence, and accountability, being a man doesn't start and stop with an erection. Being a father is not optional after bypassing the preventative measures available to you beforehand. Don't become what your fathers were to your mothers. Conceiving takes two. In that moment, both male and female have choices that determine the outcome of tomorrow. It's everyone's responsibility to make choices they can live with." Says, "I'm happy with mine. My daughter's a God-given gift, not a mistake. The act was consensual." He says, "The baby is not to blame. It's the body. It's her body, her choice, her right, her mind." She says she's not imposing what you should do with your body. So please respect her choice with hers. To any woman navigating single motherhood, stay strong and stay tall. For your babies, the wrong is in the abandonment, not in the blessing of reproduction." That sounds good. That sounds good, Ayesha, but we still got to talk about why you're out here getting pregnant by a man who's barely in his 20s. We got to talk about that. I don't understand why women, because see, women give consent for a man to have relations with her. Let's start there. The fact that you did not even attempt on your end to take any contraceptives, but to also have him wear protection, it shows your lack of judgment and immaturity. It shows that you knew that by having unprotected relations, because he's out here impregnating this woman and that woman, You knew there's a possibility you could get pregnant and you did not care because you wanted that famous baby. You wanted a child support check. And that's what all of this whole paternity thing is all about. You want that child support. Now, I want you to have this same energy where you're trying to give advice and be on a high horse and have morals when it comes to child support. When you go to court, don't be out here talking about you need $50,000 a month for one child. Let's see if you're reasonable when the inevitable child support thing is pushed. Let's see how much morals you have. I guess I read through all that, but I just think that this whole morality thing is crazy to me. It really is. Let's get through some of this. As In Touch first reported, Ayesha filed a paternity lawsuit against Anthony, who's 23 years old. In Los Angeles on October 2024, she gave birth to their daughter, Aubrey Summers Howard, the same month. So I guess the child is taking her last name. Anthony filed his own paternity case in Georgia demanding a DNA test. A test was done in December 2024, which proved Anthony was the father of the child. The duo are going back and forth where the case should be heard. A decision has yet to be made. And these are the text messages here. So Anthony told the court he does not want custody or visitation, and the only thing that is needed is to decide support. Of course, that's how this whole thing works. That's why she ain't getting no abortion. You're a check to her. She's not getting no abortion. In a court declaration, Ayesha wrote, "I trust that the court will see through the baseless claims made by Anthony and will allow justice to prevail, not only for me, but most importantly, for my daughter, who deserves the love, support, and presence of both parents, regardless of obstacles her father seeks to create." As In Touch first reported, Ayesha submitted alleged text from Anthony in the case showing the NBA star pleaded with her to get an abortion after she told him she was pregnant. See, I told y'all, these heifers love abortion. They support abortion until a man says, hey, maybe we should get an abortion. You see, Anthony Edwards has been in a relationship with this other woman who clearly doesn't care. And he's impregnating all these different women. This is why I say ultimately most of the blame goes to Anthony, because even though he's 23, he's a grown man who should know better. But he doesn't care. And again, you only going to be in the NBA but for so long. There's a reason why ex-athletes run to television after their careers, because they have a lifestyle to upkeep, child support payments to make, divorce, alimony payments to make. Because once that career is done, the bills still pile up. And child support has become one of the biggest ones. And these dudes are just so ignorant and dumb that they want to have unprotected relations with women they barely know. You're dealing with a 37-year-old woman who's been dealing with this whole paternity child support thing for years. So she knows it like the back of her hand. And Anthony's learning it. And he's going to end up getting the short end of the stick here due to his own ignorance. And I doubt this is going to be the last time he does something stupid and impregnates one of these heifers again, because a lot of these guys young and you can't tell them nothing. They think they're going to be rich forever. But that money flies out faster when you owe child support. That money piles up. All these different women you're going to owe. And look at the current woman you with. You break up with her, you're going to owe her money. That's how it is. These young guys they don't have the right people around them. And they're getting caught in these gold digger webs. She knew exactly what she was doing when she got with him. These women can read these males. They know y'all are ignorant, and you look at them physically, and a lot of you dudes, you lose your mind and you want to do whatever it takes to have relations with these women. And they know this. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Leave me thoughts, like this video, and share. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next time.